Everyone, it's Heli here. I'm just down at the field and a little bit bored here waiting for some lipos to charge. So I thought I'd just run over my Banshee with a few tips and hints. I've had this for about 2 years now and I've tried many different main blades, tail blades. I've gone 12S, 14S, HV servos, coreless servos. It's had about 4 different motors in it. I just want to run through and show you a few things because I now believe I've got one of the nicest flying setups. So I'll just run through the setup. We're running a 14S custom made lipo by a friend, thank you Andrew, and we've got a Cosmic 200 up the front with a fan. We've got the new Pour Edition motor with a 24 tooth pinion. On 14S we've got the HD belt. We've also got a HD second stage belt because I managed to break the first one. I don't know how that happened, but it was good fun anyway. And yeah, the canopy and the boom and the fin, that's all done by Insane Canopy. Lovely work. Now we've got the blades that we're using are Rail 716, and we've also got Rotortech 96mm on the rear. So in actual fact, with the main blades, we tried a few different types, and by far the rails fly the nicest all round. With the Dominics we found when we were flying really fast with sort of high agility settings, we'd tend to get, the nose would always want to pull up, so we didn't really like that. And then with the Radix, we didn't find they flew particularly well either. Those are the V2s, but the Rail by far the best flying blade. So we're set up for 1800, 2200 and 2400. So 1800 is just for cruising around. It's quite lovely. There's no issues with the tail holding with the Rotortech 96mm, which I was surprised. 2200 is for like 3D, sort of smacking around, big power loops, big sky. And 2400 with 16 degrees pitch is good for speed runs, quite fun. We sort of reserve that for the beautiful days like today. Yeah, and with the tail blades, we went to 96mm because the 105s, because of the high tail ratio, we found once you get above 2100 RPM, we had issues with the roots on them were collapsing. So, but we're actually really surprised that the 96mm hold fine in funnels, hurricanes, even at 1800 RPM, which is really just testament to how great this machine is. Now the servos, we're running the BLS 157 HV with the 256 on the rear. Flies beautiful with those. We had coreless servos on it from Futaba. I think they were 9352s. They had some really crazy specs, but we didn't found it flew really any better. We also tried an X8 tail servo on the back. That was, sorry about the finger, that was quite fun trying to fit that one in. And again, I didn't find it flew any better, but we really like high torque of the Futaba 157s, and the 256 is, in my opinion, the best tail servo, irrespective of specifications from the manufacturer. We do recommend running a little buffer pack, as shown here. It's really just a bit of a must, especially with high voltage servos. We're also running Silverline with V-Bar Control version 6. Now a few settings we found that made a really great difference was for the head there's an eye gain setting. I can't remember what the default is, maybe 50. We found going to 70 just improved how well the head held in manoeuvres. Another little trick I found with this Pour motor and the Cosmic is we've increased the IR value to, I think it's 7, and the P gain we went up 1 point to 5. It basically just stiffens up the governor a little bit, and we really like the Pour motor. I've tried about 4 different motors in this Banshee, and the Pour motor, it's 14 pole, flies absolutely fantastic. The power delivery is so smooth and so strong, and probably the biggest difference it made is the tail is no longer wiggling in hard manoeuvres. I spent days trying to tune out the tail, that like when you do a big tail slide and pop it at the bottom, the tail would always want to kick. And I just feel it was the torque of the motors, but this Pour Edition is just it's just so smooth and so strong in its power delivery. One of the other really good things that we did was we actually changed the O-rings in the head, because the head actually rocks almost like the TDR bobblehead, and we just found that was a little bit of instability in high speed flight. Originally we tried they're a metric O-ring. We tried a 90 Duro, quite hard, probably too hard. Now we've settled on, I think it's a 70. I can't remember the exact part number, but it's in a thread on Heli Freak, but that again made a huge difference. So probably the best things that I've ever done to this were putting the rails on, using the V-bar control, increasing the eye gain, putting the paw motor on with increasing those settings in the Cosmic. I mean, this machine, you know, I can do a speed run at 2400, then you know, we can just putt around at 1800 and land, and you know, it's really 3 different animals all in one. It's fantastic. So anyway, I hope you guys are having fun with your Helis and your Banshees. Enjoy.